Ann, thank you very much. Yes, as she said, my name is Lyndon Thomas, and my story this evening is also about insects. Where are we at? So, okay, you talked about ants. Mine is about ladybugs. See this? This cute little ladybug picture on here? Mine's about ladybugs. And mine is entitled, Ladybugs on a Plane. All right, so here's the deal. So I'm from, she said Goleta, I'll call it California. Santa Barbara. Goleta, Santa Barbara, same place. So growing up, we got an orchard out in the back, and it's citrus trees. And those of you that own citrus trees know that every spring you're going to get aphids, right? Aphids show up and they're going to eat your citrus. So way back, you said 70s, I'll say 60s. Back in the olden days, so we used to, you guys are going to hate me for this, but we used to use DDT in the 60s before we knew there was anything wrong with it. You could buy it at the nursery, for God's sakes. Anyway, so my dad says, you know what, that sounds like it's bad for it, so let's get, for our aphids, you could order ladybugs. They would ship them up 2 boxes, 5,000 ladybugs in the mail, and they would show up and you could put them in your orchard and the ladybugs would eat the aphids. That's not the funny part. Here's the funny part. So that summer, we're actually living up in Corvallis, Oregon, because my father was going to school up there. So during the summer, we're up in Corvallis, and we said, well, just have them shipped up to Oregon for us, and when we come back down, we'll bring our ladybugs with us. Just so you guys know, this is how ladybugs in a box work. Ladybugs, if you keep them in the refrigerator, they think it's like wintertime or nighttime or something, and they stay dormant or hibernation. I don't know. The point is, you leave them in the refrigerator, they're just fine. So we're coming back down in the middle of the summer, back to Santa Barbara for a couple of days to attend a friend's wedding. Great. So we pack up, we grab our ladybugs in a box, hop on the plane, we're doing fine. We're sitting in the plane, and we see a ladybug on the back of this lady's chair. And then my brother and I are like, there's another ladybug and it's on the glass and whatever. So my dad looks at the overhead bin, and the ladybugs had all woken up because it was daytime, and they're all moving around the plane. Now we've got ladybugs on the plane. So my brother and I have to get like a piece of paper. We get like some cardboard, and we're scooping the ladybugs, and we're trying to get it off the back of the seats and everything. The good news is that all the other kids on the plane thought this was a great game. Let's all get a little piece of paper. We're all scooping up all the ladybugs, and we're putting them back in the box, back in the box, back in the box. So the lady in front of us apparently thinks she's a comedian. She says, ladybug, ladybug, fly away home. I didn't know they needed an airline ticket to be able to do that. It's like, my dad goes, it's a horky joke, but my brother and I thought it was hilarious. It's like, how did she come up with that one? Anyway, so we get all the ladybugs packed up. We get everything. Everyone actually gets off the plane. My brother and I are getting the final ones up. Everybody left. These were before the rules were different on airplanes. But anyway, we get all the ladybugs up. A friend of ours picks us up at the airport. We go over to our house, and we take all the ladybugs. And what you have to do is you scoop them up, and you put. So my brother and I would take like a handful of them, and you put them on each of the different trees, right? All the citrus trees. So we've got like 20 citrus trees in the backyard. So we put all the ladybugs on there, and then my dad says, he actually talks to him like it's this squadron of ladybug army. He said, ladybugs, be the army and kill all the aphids. And so my brother and I don't know what to do. We're like saluting, like, is this, what's going on here? We got a ladybug army. So then, fast forward, next season we get the ladybugs sent to where we're living in Santa Barbara, and we're gonna do it again. And my dad says the same speech. So my mom had gone out, and she was a good seamstress, and so she made my brother and I these little like army sashes with a little ladybug on it. So we put them on every year, and we would stand there, and my dad would say, ladybugs, go get the aphids. And my brother and I would salute. We would do, okay, whatever it is. And we would put all the aphids out there. And that's the end of my story. Thank you very much.
Thank you.